Hello everybody, welcome to continentaL Update, where we update you on things you know and what you don't know around Africa and the world. Today we are going to talk about Côte d'Ivoire. What was Côte d'Ivoire called before? Côte d'Ivoire, known as the Ivory Coast in English, the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire, is in West Africa. Countries bordering Ivory Coast or country bordering Côte d'Ivoire are Guinea, Mali, Liberia, Ghana, and Burkina Faso. The Gulf of Guinea is on its southern border. Côte d'Ivoire was home to several states prior to European occupation. This included German and the Kong Empire. Two Enyi kingdoms, the Ndeni and Sanwe, also existed and attempted to maintain their identity through the colonial period and independence. Côte d'Ivoire became protectorate of France based on a treaty in 1843 to 1844. In 1893, it formally became a French colony. Côte d'Ivoire gained independence on August 7, 1960. Félix Boigny led the country from 1960 to 1993. It maintained economic and political ties with its neighbors and the West. Since the end of Félix's rule, Côte d'Ivoire has undergone two coups and a civil war. Elections and an agreement between rebels and the government have brought peace. Côte d'Ivoire is a republic but does not have a strong executive branch. The capital is Yamoussoukro and Abidjan is the largest city. The country is divided into 19 regions and 81 departments. The country belongs to the African Union, La Francophone, Organization of the Islamic Conference, Latin Union, South Atlantic Peace and Cooperation Zone, and the Economic Community of West Africa States. French is the official language, but many local ones are spoken, including Diola, Dan, Enyin, Sibara, Senufo. Christianity and Islam are the main religions in the country. Coffee and cocoa production made the country an economic powerhouse in the 1960s and 1970s in the region. There was economic crisis in 1980s leading to instability. Currently, Côte d'Ivoire economy relies on agriculture. The country was originally known in English as the Ivory Coast until 1985, when the government requested to be known as Côte d'Ivoire. The term Ivory Coast is still used despite the government's request. The BBC uses Ivory Coast as The Times, New York Times, ABC News, and South African Broadcasting Company. For diplomatic reasons, many countries use the Côte d'Ivoire, such as UN, the US State Department uses Côte d'Ivoire in formal documents. The Economist and the National Geographic Society use the requested name. It has been difficult to determine the date of the first human presence in Côte d'Ivoire because humid climate does not preserve human remains well. Islam and Christianity are the main religions, but the country's religions are diverse. Many children are not enrolled in school, while a large portion of the population is illiterate. It is a particular problem among women. Most secondary school students are men. There are universities in Abidjan and Bouaké. Different music genres exist for each ethnic group. Common elements include talking drums, polyrhythms, zouglo, cape de Calais. The national dish is fufu in Côte d'Ivoire, plantains, cassava, or yams pounded into a sticky dough and served with a seasoned meat, often chicken, and vegetable sauce called kejeno. As with most meals, it is typically eaten with hands rather than utensils. Dominique Ouattara, born on 16 December 1953, is the current First Lady of Ivory Coast, married to President Ouattara. According to the 2021 census, the country has a total population of 29.4 million, of which 42.5% are Muslim and 39.8% Christian. Muslim groups include Sunnis, 95% of Muslims, many of whom are Sufi, Shia, and Muslim members of the Lebanese community and Ahmadis. In the long term, the Ivory Coast GDP is projected to trend around $79.19 billion in 2024 and $84.98 billion in 2025, according to their econometric models. The gross domestic product GDP measures of national income and output for a given country's economy. Côte d'Ivoire is a West African country with beach resorts, rainforest, and the French colonial legacy Abidjan on the Atlantic coast is the country's major urban center. Its modern landmarks include Zinggurat like concrete, La Pyramide, and St. Paul's Cathedral, a swooping structure tethered to a massive cross north of the central business district. Banco National Park is a rainforest preserve with hiking trails. So if you don't know, now you know. Kindly subscribe to support the channel.